Hello and welcome to part 4 of Learn Swahili and Learn It Well. So today we're going to start with the word karibu. 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 Karibu means welcome. It is used mostly the same way as its English counterpart. For example, when a customer goes to a shop, the shopkeeper will tell them karibu to welcome the customers to the shop. Also, when a guest comes to your house, you welcome them by saying karibu. In both of the cases, the guest or customer will answer with asante, which means thank you. When someone gives you a gift or any other thing that deserves a gratitude, you can also say asante to thank them, in which they will reply with karibu, which is the same as English. When someone says thank you, you tell them you are welcome. So karibu can be used as you are welcome. A slightly different usage is when someone knocks on the door. For knock knock in Swahili we say hodi, 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 and the host will answer karibu, karibu. Okay, now next we have sana. Sana means very, and I think we have already seen it. If something is too big, then it is kubwa sana, too big, kubwa sana, kubwa sana, kubwa sana. Okay, if you want to say the price is very high, you can also say bei ni ghali sana. Okay, we're going to see the next word, which is sanaa, sanaa, sanaa. So, sanaa actually means arts. Okay, example, baraza la sanaa. This means arts council. And an artist is mwana sanaa, mwana sanaa, mwana sanaa. Okay, so we're going to the next word, which is taka. Taka has a few meanings, but normally it means to want. Now, it has another meaning when it's used as a noun. It means rubbish. So if it's used as a verb, it's to want. But if it's used as a noun, that is rubbish. And it's usually spelled 2 times, like takataka. So takataka in Swahili is trash, rubbish, garbage, etc., etc. Example, unataka nini? Unataka nini? Unataka nini? This means, what do you want? Okay? Nataka kwenda mjini. Nataka kwenda mjini. Nataka kwenda mjini. This means, I want to go to town. Okay? And another example, umesafisha takataka zote? Umesafisha takataka zote? Umesafisha takataka zote? This means, have you cleaned up all the trash? Have you cleaned up all the rubbish? Next, we have safisha. Safisha means clean. Now, safisha is a verb, okay? So this is like cleaning, do some cleanup. Not the noun clean, okay? But its noun form is safi, safi, safi. Safisha is a verb. Safi is noun. Okay, so for example, you can say safisha meza, safisha meza, safisha meza. This means clean the table. You can also say mbona meza ni safi, mbona meza ni safi, mbona meza ni safi. Here means, but the table is clean. Well, we're going to see the next one. Meza. Meza, as we have already seen, a table. Okay, but it also has another meaning, which is swallow. Okay, I will give an example here. Ukweli ni mgumu kuumeza. Ukweli ni mgumu kuumeza. This means the truth is hard to swallow. Now, next one is meza chakula. Meza chakula. Meza chakula. Meza chakula means swallow the food. Okay, swallow the food. Now we'll see the next word, which is ngumu. 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 Okay, ngumu means tough, hard, difficult, etc., etc. Sometimes it takes a form of mgumu, and this depends on the noun class. So, like I've already said in the past, noun classes are very important to master. So if you haven't mastered yet, you can check out the videos that I've already shared. There are many videos of all the noun classes in Swahili. So for people or animals, we usually use mgumu, mgumu, mgumu. But for things or abstract thoughts, ideas, for example, a subject like math, for this one we use ngumu. For example, to say maths is hard, we use hesabu ni ngumu. Hesabu ni ngumu. Hesabu ni ngumu. But a subject like English or Swahili, we use a ki prefix and it becomes kigumu. Okay, so Kiswahili ni kigumu. And also you can say Kiingereza ni kigumu, which means Swahili is hard and English is hard. Alright? So this one also is due to noun classes. So you have ngumu, mgumu, kigumu, wagumu, words like that. You will use them. So for example, watu wagumu, for people. For many people, watu wagumu. But for one person, mtu mgumu, mtu mgumu. And for things like maths, then we'll use ngumu. Maths is hard. Hesabu ni ngumu. For languages like English or Swahili, we use kigumu. Kiswahili ni kigumu. Kiingereza ni kigumu. Where and how to apply such changes? You can find them on Noun Classes series. Okay, now we're going to go to the next word, which is jua. Jua. Jua also has many meanings. So one of the meaning for jua is to know or to be familiar with. Another meaning is a son. So I'll give you an example. Unamjua Saidi. Unamjua Saidi. Unamjua Saidi, which means, do you know Saidi? Another example is, unajua Kiswahili. Unajua Kiswahili. Unajua Kiswahili, which means, can you speak Swahili? Can you understand Swahili? Are you familiar with Swahili? Okay, so at this point, we have already covered more than 10 words. So it's that time again. You can pause the video and try to think of how many sentences you can make out of this word, jua. It's also a time to review the previous words that we have already seen. I will see you in a few seconds. Okay, so did you manage to make some few sentences? All right, now let's see how you try to make one sentence. Leo kuna jua. Leo kuna jua. Leo kuna jua. This means it is sunny today. Now, an interesting way of using Swahili words is that, for example, jua, if you add a few in the end, then it becomes very sunny. So I don't need to use sana to means very. I just change the word a little bit and it becomes very. Okay, we're going to see the next word, which is chomoza. 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 Chomoza means appear, rise, or stick out. Okay? So, jua limechomoza. Jua limechomoza. Jua limechomoza means the sun has risen. The sun has risen. Jua limechomoza. Okay? And we are going to see the next word, which is zama. Zama has a few meanings. When the sunset, that action is also zama. Okay, so jua limechomoza means the sun has risen, while jua limezama means the sun has set. Another meaning of zama is time or period. So if you want to describe a certain period of time, you can use zama. But most of the time we use this form to mean old age. So hapo zama za kale, hapo zama za kale. This means during the old age. Okay, so we're going to see the next word, which is zamu. Zamu means a turn, like it's your turn. So for example, if I say zamu yako, zamu yako, zamu yako means your turn. Your turn, okay? If I want to know whose turn is this, I can say zamu ya nani? Zamu ya nani? Zamu ya nani, which means whose turn. Now, the next way of using this is tufanye kwa zamu. Tufanye kwa zamu, which means let's take turns doing this. Let's take turns doing it. Okay? Now we're going to go to the next word, which is fanya. Fanya means do, okay? So for example, fanya mambo mazuri, this means do good things, okay? Fanya mambo mazuri. Fanya mambo mazuri. Fanya mambo mazuri. Now the opposite of this sentence is fanya mambo mabaya, which means do bad things. Fanya mambo mabaya. Fanya mambo mabaya. We are going to see the next word, which is andaa. 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 Andaa simply means prepare or get ready. So andaa chakula. Andaa chakula. Andaa chakula. We've already seen chakula is food. So prepare food. Andaa chakula. And if you want to ask somebody, are you ready? In Swahili, you say, umejiandaa. 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 Also, you can also say, upo tayari. Upo tayari. Upo tayari, which means, are you ready? Okay. Well, the next word is maana. 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 Maana means meaning. For example, hili neno lina maana gani? Hili neno lina maana gani? Hili neno lina maana gani? This means, what is the meaning of this word? Alright, and also if you are referring to somebody and you say that person is of maana, then that means the person is very important. Is very important. So for example, if you say huyu ni mtu wa maana, huyu ni mtu wa maana, huyu ni mtu wa maana, this means this is an important person. Well, we're going to go to the next one, which is mfano. Mfano means an example. For example, huu ni mfano. This means this is an example. Huu ni mfano. Huu ni mfano. Another example is basi utupe mfano mwingine. Basi utupe mfano mwingine. Basi utupe mfano mwingine. This means, so give us another example. Okay, we're going to see the next word, which is basi. Basi has two meanings. Number one is a bus, and another meaning is so. Okay? So, if you want to say so, let's go. You can say twende basi. Twende basi. Twende basi. And also if you want to say I go to town by bus, you will say naenda mjini kwa kutumia basi. Naenda mjini kwa kutumia basi. Okay, now we're going to go to the next word, which is eager. 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 Eager means imitate or act. Okay, so for example, kwa nini unaniiga? Kwa nini unaniiga? Kwa nini unaniiga? This means, why are you imitating me? Another example is huyu ni mwigizaji. Huyu ni mwigizaji. Huyu ni mwigizaji, which means she or he is an actress or actor. Okay, so let's take a pause and review the words we have seen today. Alright, so I will see you next time. As for now, I say goodbye.